All right, guys, we're back in the shop. The end of this video is gonna be us at No Clock Street up at MIR. All the guys ran, Marcus, Brian with the twin turbo Cobra. You'll see that in the video. Again, Marcus, Justin, Brandon went up there. So you'll see everybody running. Joe did some videoing for me. I was under the assumption that there was, and so was everybody else, that there was a test and tune between rounds, kind of like they do at Dinwiddie with the Most Wanted races. I was wrong. Turns out it's a bracket race. So I had to finagle my way into the bracket race. Once I did that, I had to guess at a dial-in for my car, even though I jumped in the eliminations of the bracket race. Didn't mess anybody up, but told the guy I was racing, he pretty much had a buy run. So I had to do a dial-in on my car, which was interesting. Anyway, went out there, we turned up the leave, or maybe we left the leave the same, I can't remember. Matt was playing with it. So Matt was just next to my car, and I look over, he's on his computer. I said, "What'd you turn it up to?" And Matt looked at me and said, "You'll be fine." Slammed the door and walked away. So it did spin though, which I guess maybe kind of expected. The bracket race had a lot of DOT hard tires, so a bunch of them went in front of me. So track prep wasn't the best. They prep it amazing for the no clock guys, but for me, it's whatever. Still went down the track, spun, I shifted second, felt like it spun again, then I laid back into it and went across the quarter mile at still 140 miles an hour after not even, making a full run at all. So everything felt fine on it. So it's always good to get some little extra seat time if I can. But Marcus and those guys ran. It was a lot of fun. So I only got one pass on it. You'll see that at the end of the video along with a bunch of other guys running. But, so I got some updates here. I'll spin the camera around. Ended up trading my truck in on a little something different for a tow rig. And the second thing I wanted to show you guys is obviously spoiled in the background. Traded it in on a 2020 Duramax LTZ dually. This thing was a much needed upgrade. As you can tell, it is real sick. Not a huge fan of the obviously stock wheel and tire on it, but that's probably gonna get changed. Looking at doing a Cognito leveling kit, some DDC 20-inch dually wheels, and some 35-inch Nitto ridge grapplers. But this thing is so sick. It pulls the trailer so nice. Actually, the LTZs are, see if you can see it a little bit better in here. LTZs are super nice, pretty much fully loaded, heated, cooled seats. Everything I need in a truck for sure. One of the cool things that came with it was this, which I thought was a toolbox. It is if I get it to shut, it is a 90-gallon auxiliary fuel cell. So I could drive from pretty much here to California and not have to stop for fuel. But that is the first update. The second update is what you see behind it. I guess it's kind of two things actually. Installed a 2-post lift. It is a game changer. If you guys are on the fence and you about installing a 2-post and you have the garage, you have the concrete set up for it, do it. It is a freaking game changer. I'm getting too old to lay on my back and work on these things. And it is nice because I can store a car, put the 240 up, the vet can go underneath here or whatever and have a bunch of room. The second thing is, if you guys know anything about the no clock races, Daniel, who did a bunch of work on the car, and Matt Shue, who obviously tunes it, they go up there a lot. JD, Matt's wife, drives her CTSV, and obviously Daniel is a killer up there running his car. But one of the things you have to have is OEM glass. So what I did was, mine has Lexan, so what I did was I actually found a set of doors locally. Went and snagged them. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but actually it looks kind of sick. So the car has glass doors back in it. I'm pretty sure, talking with Daniel, the rear carbon quarter windows and the like back optic armor are gonna be fine. Also, the second thing I did was turn the light on here so it might be easier to see, but put a alternator on it. Actually found a better belt to work, switched that out this morning, but put an alternator on it so it's not gonna be having to live on the charger. It was such a pain. I would have to take, you know, the small generator with me, charge pretty much every round, and push it where I had to go. So it has an alternator on it. But other than that, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. New tow rig, lift. It's going good over here. Enjoy the rest of this video. Some cool passes, guys. Making some killer hits out there. Marcus's car is getting torn down. Make it go a lot faster here next in 2025 for the next season. And Justin's truck is, I'm not gonna let all his secrets out, but he may be driving something different next year that's gonna be real fast. So guys, I appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, comment, enjoy the rest of the video.